Hi everyone, this is a review of the Subaru Ascent. This is a 2022 model, and I didn't purchase this, but I rented it from Hertz. And this is the key right here, key fob. It's kind of weird, and it kind of to figure out how to use it, but this is the unlock button. It's the Subaru logo itself, and it makes a open noise, but when locking it, makes that specific noise. So let's and when I drew, this is for the trunk. Okay, it doesn't even open. That's kind of weird. So let's go ahead and click it. Really weird that it doesn't open. So let's go ahead and open this up though. It's one touch. Got the backup camera right in the back. By the way, this is based upon the Outback. So if you look at the Subaru Outback, it's the same platform. Not much difference. It's just elevated, and you've got these additional seats here in the back. So to put these seats down, let's go ahead and take a look here. You just go ahead and pull this tether. It's very difficult to do it, but you pull it and then it kind of goes down. But this is kind of having me work here for it. So you can see right there. Flat floor, which is very nice. Pretty high load height though. You can see right here is right up to my waist, so it's not that low. Overall, you can see right here the second row are captain's chairs. The third row themselves are, I mean, they're good for children. They're not good for adults, so just keep that in mind. Adults can stay in the third row, but I wouldn't recommend it. You can see right here on the back end, they've got two tailpipes. Makes it look cohesive and coherent. Apologize. And looks really nice. I like the black plaid right there. You've also got this closing button right here, which is automatic touch. You can see this is the back of it. Looks really nice. I mean, Subaru hasn't really gone off the edge on their designs. They've been kind of transitional in upgrading, and you can see right here this is a large silver that goes right there in the tail lights. You got some alloy rims right there, really nice. And this material right here is very interesting. Is a looks like a designed plastic they put around the trim of it, which is very nice for rocks and whatnot. You got some roof racks right on top, and these are the dimensions of it. So it's just a taller Outback, in my personal opinion. I have driven the Outback. It drives a lot like the Outback. The steering is really nice. It's got LED headlights. No tail lights on this specific version. And the great thing is, which we'll find out later, is it does have the eyesight cameras. So if you want to be able to drive it hands-free for a certain amount of seconds, like 30 seconds or a minute, it does provide you that ability. And it looks like we got some issues right here with that, which is weird. No turn signals, unfortunately. And you've got to fill up the gas tank, you got it on the right hand side, the passenger side. So let's go ahead and go inside now. Take a look. And by the way, you've got one touch lock, you got one touch open. Well, the opening is kind of iffy, but also you've got not only heated rear view mirrors, side mirrors, but you also have, which I'll show you, if there's a car right next to you, you have this little thing right there that turns red, which is very difficult to see right here. But let's go ahead and take a look at the interior. You've got nice soft touch molding right here. You've got cloth right here, which is very nice, and you've got this little, looks like a carbon fiber plastic trim here. It has a nice little feeling to it. Got some cup holders, got a little area to put your cell phone right there. No lumbar. So they've got back and forward for the seat, and then the tilt, but nothing for the lumbar support. That was kind of interesting with it. So let's go ahead and step in here. And if you stepped in one a Subaru, they all kind of are the same. Let's go ahead and close it. And it has a somewhat nice little closing thud to it. Let's go ahead and close and open it again. It's not bad. In my personal opinion, I think that this feels like it's lightweight, which is nice on the steering, but the problem is the door feels somewhat very lightweight. And this is not only Subaru, but a lot of Japanese manufacturers are very similar to that. But as you can see right here, it goes really across. It has a push start button. Got 2 cup holders, electric parking. Let's go and look at here. It's pretty in depth in terms of the whole thing. I mean, you can put like I wouldn't say laptop in there, maybe a small tablet. You've got these little coin holders and a little area there. And right here you've got your USB charging ports. No USB-C though, which is very interesting. You've also got an aux cable connected right there. You've got X mode, which is a mode that if you're in a rocky area, you can be able to do that. Let's go ahead and start the car. And a little noisy. I mean, it's not a hybrid or anything, and whatnot, but you've got different controls right here for steering. You've got these right here for the eyesight that I was showing you guys earlier, for lane keeping assist. You gotta have cruise control on to do that. This is like the Honda system. And then you've got heated seats, which is very nice in this vehicle for passenger and for driver. And it does have Apple CarPlay, but unfortunately you gotta have a cable. It's not wireless Apple CarPlay, so you gotta have a cable connecting all the time to the vehicle to have that activated. But it's good to have that feature for Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. You have a mapping feature, which it's okay. I wouldn't say it's the greatest, and whatnot. You've got Bluetooth, like every other vehicle nowadays does have it. I mean, it's a blessing to have it, but it's pretty common upon all vehicles nowadays. You've got also the time, the average miles per gallon, and the outside temperature right there in the dash, which is really nice to have. Also with the rear view mirror, it's also dimming, and you've got the basically the direction you're going to in terms of that. So we've got this push button, which is for looking at the back passengers. You also have a little sunroof, not sunroof, I apologize, sunglasses you can put in there. This is for SOS, the lights for the door, the basically not even sunroof. I'm talking about literally a all the way going down moonroof. Let me go ahead and show you guys. This is for the cloth, which I'm gonna put back, and you're gonna go ahead and sit here. This is amazing. This is very large. That's as far as it gets go, by the way. It doesn't go further than that, but it's fairly large. And you can see right here, these are the passenger area. They have their own hand rest. Glove department here, fairly decent size. I want to say is that large. Little carbon fam, and then this is soft. Well, yeah, a little soft touch. I wouldn't say leather's like a plastic injection molding. You got info. You can put your miles per hour, and you can also see how far you can be able to go with that, and average MPG. Okay, so not so bad. This one also does extend, which is very nice. A lot of vehicles don't have that. You also have this one right there. Overall, we're gonna give some driving impressions too, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so now we're in the Subaru Ascent. we've got the GPS here in there. We've also got I've now reset the MPG, but MPG has not been bad. If you are easy on the pedal, you can average around 25 miles, 26 miles per gallon for this fairly large SUV. So that's not too bad. You can see right here the average MPG is coming out around 21.4. If you're driving mostly city, it will be roughly around that MPG. So just keep that in mind. If you're driving highway, it will be more like most gas vehicles. So it does have a one touch for turning signal, so you don't have to hold if you don't want to, but I have it. You can push it all the way in and hold it like I am, but you can just have a one touch if you want to be able to change you know, the thing. So looks like I'm going okay. Fairly interesting. It's got me on the GPS here. Is fairly, like I said, is not the best. So it's kind of confusing on how it's kind of played out in terms of that. I am driving here in Austin, Texas, so let's go ahead and continue here. And I'm gonna go ahead and close the sunroof, and then luckily it's one touch for the sunroof and whatnot. Now, interior noise, I don't know if you guys can hear it well, but I wouldn't say it's quiet. And I mean, it's not loud like a Honda Civic or whatnot. And Honda Civics have actually gotten quite quiet. But yeah, the sound deadening, in my opinion, is not much here in the dash. I can hear I mean, not even the dash, the floor panel too. I think there's not much sound deadening to prevent the noise from it entering the cabin. And I'm reaching about 70 miles per hour, so not going too fast, not going too slow. This is basically normal highway speeds for most people. Now I have the centering, eyesight centering technology enabled, so you can drive technically hands-free. Now it doesn't see if your eyes are on the road or not, but you know, it does let you have to move the steering wheel to make sure that the system is aware that you are paying attention or alert. Similar to the Honda systems, the Honda Sense systems, similar to the Toyota systems, but overall it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It has the ability to see the vehicle in front and whatnot. MPG has been a mixed bag, like I was saying. I mean, you're gonna average around 25, 26, and in my personal opinion, highway you will probably reach higher, which isn't bad. I mean, you know, not all the Subaru vehicles, but the Ascent, the Outback, the Legacy, which is a four-door sedan, the platform for all these three are all the same. And I don't know if you guys can be able to take a look at those dots that showed up, but there's these dots that show up right there in the windshield, and they kind of tell you, hey, you know, alert, or put your hands on the vehicle, as you can see right there. So you can see right there, I gotta put and then it's gonna do like a little ringing. This you just heard right there. So you know, all the systems are pretty much the same. I think, in my personal opinion, that the Subaru system is a little bit better than the Honda system. It does have 2 cameras right there, so The ability to stay within the lanes, as you can see right here, it's staying within the lanes, no problem. And MPG, like I said, you're getting around 25 miles per gallon. But overall, it's not the quietest vehicle out there. There are many more quieter vehicles. In terms of the sitting posture, it sits up pretty nice. I wouldn't say it sits up really high. You know, most SUVs have now decreased their height, and due to, you know, safety reasons and whatnot. But you know, you do have a somewhat nice view out the window, but it's not like commanding. It's not a commanding view like several other SUVs out there. So keep that in mind. The comfort, it is very comfortable with this Subaru. No question or doubt about that. Very comfortable, very good for, in my opinion, for highway driving. So that's my thoughts on the Subaru Ascent. If you guys have any questions, feel free to post it below in the comment section. Happy to answer them. If you do drive a Subaru Ascent, let me know your thoughts. You know, how has it been for you? You know, Subarus use a Boxster engine, they call it, and some people love it and some people don't, due to several issues that do occur with the Boxster engine burning more oil than usual. And I've had family members that have had the Outback recently that also has that similar issue, and a lot of people on forums online have that same issue with newer Subarus, and it's been a problem for a while. But overall, the reliability for these Subarus is pretty good. It's pretty spot on. It's not bad at all. So price point, you're looking at looking at around the 40,000s and up for this vehicle. It's not a cheap vehicle to purchase. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to post it below. If this is helpful, press the like button. Happy to help answer you guys' questions, and subscribe for more videos. Be posting more videos as we move forward. I'm gonna turn here. Yeah, by the way, the red dot that shows up is for both sides. So let's go ahead and show you right here. We're gonna go next to this vehicle here, and you can see that red light turn on right there. So as you can tell, it's a pretty good safety feature. A lot of vehicles may not have it that I'm aware of out there, but this one does. They either have it in the mirror or whatnot. So, well, with that said, hope this was helpful. Some improvements for the Subaru Ascent is make it quieter in the interior. I think they could be able to do that. Comfort is not bad. It's pretty good, especially with the tires. They're very large, you know, not large rimmed tires, so you're hitting a lot of rubber for those bumps and whatnot. So in my opinion, I think the comfort's pretty good. The size of it, if you're looking at an Outback, is going to be the same size. The height for this is you know, taller, of course. So for folks that are taller, you won't have problems driving this vehicle as opposed to the Outback. But you know, that's about it, guys. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward review here. I hope this is helpful. Press the like button and check you guys out in the next video. Thanks.